Does it always seem as though you're sweating? Even if you're just sitting still, do you break out into embarrassing sweats at the most inappropriate moments? If you do, I used to be in your shoes. Uh, you know, Back in the day, before I discovered the strategies to stifle my sweating on a long-term basis, I used to feel so anxious, particularly in social situations, because I felt like there was nothing I could do to prevent my excessive sweating. It would just ruin the moment. I'd be in meetings and my face would get all flushed and start sweating. Shaking people's hands was just the worst because I knew I would just slime them the second our palms touched. Anyway, I could go on and on. The fact is, over the course of the years and through a lot of trial and error and research, I found a lot of strategies that really do work to stop excessive sweating long term. And fortunately, you can treat the problem yourself also. Once you identify the primary causes of your sweating, treating it becomes much more effective. So let's talk about some of the causes of excessive sweating. Because once you identify the root cause, you'll know what you can do about it. Sometimes there are emotional triggers to sweating. Now, by the way, with all of these causes, if you have a genetic predisposition to sweating called hyperhidrosis, chances are, even if you eliminate all of these triggers, you're still going to have to engage in physical or tactical action to stop the sweating. There are things you're still going to have to do. So, emotional triggers of sweating, it's a mental trigger. So, no matter what, you may be inclined to sweat physically, but anxiety, stress, and things like that, they're going to increase the rate at which you're sweating and decrease your control over the situation. You want to look at your general physical health. Are you fit and within your ideal weight range? If you're obese, it's going to be difficult to control excessive sweating. Even if you're using deodorants that are super high in aluminum chloride, which by the way is the sweat blocking ingredient in deodorants. Even if you're engaging in some of the strategies I'm going to be talking about, the fact is if you're out of shape, if your body, is not working to maximum efficiency, you're going to sweat. Sometimes poor diet is a cause of hyperhidrosis. If you're eating a lot of garbage, just like Twinkies and chips and just nasty stuff, if you're drinking a ton of coffee, caffeine is going to increase blood pressure, which is going to increase sweat. Spicy foods, certain types of flavor enhancers like MSG or whatever. If you're drinking a lot of soda, that's going to cause you to sweat. So take a good look at your diet and see what you can do to relieve the sweating as much as possible. You want to eat foods that are high in fiber, things with lots of vitamins in them, eat lots of fruits, and drink tons of water. Water is going to lower your body temperature and actually cause you to sweat less. It's a huge misnomer, and I get emails all the time from people saying, hey, I heard if I drink more water, I'll have more fluids to sweat out. That's not true. Water is going to cool your body temperature and actually cause you to sweat less. Certain conditions and diseases are known to cause excessive sweating, and this is called secondary hyperhidrosis. So if you suffer from hyperthyroidism, diabetes, tuberculosis, arthritis, leukemia, if you're going through menopause, if you're going through puberty, if you have eating disorders or other wonky things, talk to your doctor. I mean, excessive sweating in general is kind of a red flag. So you want to talk to a dermatologist or a doctor so that they can, really diagnose the root cause of this problem. Certain drugs and medications, as I said, they can cause secondary hyperhidrosis, secondary sweating. If you smoke, nicotine, again, is going to increase blood pressure and trigger your sweat glands. And as you can see, a lot of painkillers that I have listed below, they can cause increases in sweating as well. Knowing the root cause is one thing. Knowing how to respond to these triggers is another. And on my site, I have a free video called SweatFree Tactics. And it lists 12 really awesome stop sweating strategies that you can implement immediately. You can take action on these strategies as soon as you're done watching the video and start feeling relief in minutes. And I go through strategies like iontophoresis, choosing the right deodorant, a couple of solutions like the sage tea soak or the baking soda solution. There's just a ton, and it deals with foot sweating, facial sweating, hand sweating, and of course underarm sweating. So there's a lot to learn. I hope you check it out. If someone had given me these tactics from the get-go, I would have been able to stop my sweating a lot sooner. It wouldn't have taken years and years of trial and error. Here, I'm just kind of laying it all out for you on a platter, and take your pick. Try them all. Try one or two. But the key is taking action. Taking action is going to get you results, and get you results fast. I hope to see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.